Hello students, welcome to my channel. Today's topic is asexual reproduction in plants. In asexual reproduction, male and female gametes do not fuse. New organism is produced from a single parent. In asexual reproduction, parts of the parent plant is used to generate a new plant. Plant reproduce asexually by the following method. Fragmentation. Fragmentation is the method of asexual reproduction which occurs in Spirogyra and some lower organisms. A mature Spirogyra breaks into two or more fragments, and each of these fragments grow and form a new organism. Spore formation. Non-flowering plants reproduce by spore formation. For example, Rhizopus and Mucor. In this type of reproduction, a parent plant reproduces hundreds of tiny spores which can grow into new plants. Rhizopus looks like a white cottony mass which later turn blackish grey. The mass of cottony threads is the mycelium. The hyphae are transparent and unicellular, branched or multinucleate, and without a partition wall. Some of the hyphae grow erect and have sac-like spherical heads. These are called sporangia. Each sporangium bears spores, the reproductive part of the fungus. Vegetative propagation. Many plant reproduces from their vegetative parts such as roots, stems, leaves or buds. The process by which plants multiply from vegetative parts is called vegetative propagation. There are two types of vegetative propagations, natural and artificial. Natural propagation by leaves. Bryophyllum and Begonia are plants that grow from the leaf. The notches in the margins of the leaves have buds. Young plantlets grow from these buds. When these plantlets fall on the ground, they grow into new plants. Propagation by roots. The roots of plants such as carrot, radish, sweet potato and dahlia develop shoots which grow into new plants. Propagation by stem. Stems have buds that give rise to a new plant. Modified stems such as tuber, bulb, rhizome and corm help the plants to multiply. Propagation by tuber. Potato is a tuber that develops eyes and buds that give rise to a new plant. Bulbs. Bulbs are modified shoots with a short stem and apical and lateral buds. Apical buds produce leaves and flowers. Example, onion and garlic. Rhizome. Rhizome is thick and fleshy and has distinct nodes, internodes and axillary buds. These buds grow branches and develop into a new plant under favorable conditions. For example, ginger and turmeric. Corms. Corms are a spherical structure formed in clusters around a swollen base of stem. Buds arise from top of corm and roots arise from underside of it. Runners. Example of runner is a strawberry. Strawberry grows above the soil and has long stems. the buds present on the strawberry plants grow into new plants. Artificial propagation. Artificial method of vegetative propagation is used in agriculture. There are 4 ways of artificial propagation. First is layering. In layering, a lower branch of a plant is bent close to the ground and covered with moist soil such that the growing tip remains above the soil. After some time, roots can be seen. After that, we can cut the branch that develops in a separate plant. For example, jasmine. Cutting. In this method, a healthy young branch that has nodes and internodes is selected. The branch is then cut and its leaves are removed. The branch is buried in the moist soil. After some time, roots can be seen coming out of the buried branch. For example, rose and sugarcane. Grafting. In this method, a branch called scion is detached from one plant and is placed over the cut stem called stalk of another plant, which has its own extensive root system under the soil. The scion and stalk are joined together and stalk provides all the nourishment to the scion. Tissue culture. In this method, a piece of tissue is cut from the desired plant and is kept in a nutrient medium under controlled condition. The tissue grows into a mass of cells called callus. Now, callus placed in a different nutrient medium where it starts developing plantlets. This is very helpful method because the culture experiment is performed under a controlled condition, so the chances of seed-borne diseases are very less. This is a faster method. High-yielding hybrid varieties we can get from this method. Plants of desired variety can be produced through tissue culture. If you want to check your progress, you can do the practice work. If you like this video, please like, subscribe and share.